Hello, everybody. This is Gene from Wargaming from the Balcony. With me tonight, I have the TO of Battlecry 2019, Chris. And with him, I have the champion of Corner Hammer, Joe.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, guys.
All right. So, what we're going to do is go over the list of Battlecry. Let's just get started. There we go. First list is Beast Herds, Alex Myers.
We're not reading them all, are we?
No, this list smashed me. No, it's not the same list. Never mind.
Let's see here. He's got a really beefy Minotaur Warlord.
Yep.
Who will have... Oh, he's only... Interesting. You didn't give him the great... I like the great weapon on the Minotaur Warlord for the Strength 8. Just
Is he Strength 6 base?
He's Strength 6 base, yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be 6 Strength 6 attacks, right?
Right. Rerolling the wound, hitting the wound.
And he does have Battle Focus too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Tough 6 with the 4th region.
Yeah, that's pretty durable.
And he's got the Minotaur Chieftain BSB with the Totem Bearer. He is not very beefy. Only an adept on Druidism.
But he's got all the
+1 to cast.
Oh, 2 adepts.
Yeah, and evocation. Dark Rain is great. I kind of like both. I think I'd pick one or the other on Seed of the Dark Forest or Dark Rain and take the other one as a binding scroll, personally. Just to really push off pyromancy and divination.
3 Raiding Chariots, okay.
Then he's got the Razor Tusk Chariot to help with his Minotaurs charging.
Minotaurs have the Blackwing Totem and the Banner Speed.
He really wants them to charge.
He wants to get into combat fast.
They're going to fight something.
He has 2 shots to cast Blackwing Totem, and they've got the Banner Speed.
Yep.
And then they get +1 to charge with that Razor Tusk Chariot.
Nice list.
Yeah, and that's a lot of mongrels, too. Those spears. So it's 3 beefy blocks. The Minos, the mongrels, and the Razor Tusks. Pretty good.
Oh, 50 mongrels, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a solid list. I'm assuming the mongrel raiders are just 5 minimum.
They're 10 skirmish dudes with some shots.
Okay. But no ambushers, right?
No ambushers.
Unless the raiders do. But at 95, I don't think they do.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
Still a solid list. I just don't know why you pass on ambushers.
Yeah, especially in your core. If you're gonna run like the pigs and the minotaurs, I think I would have gone for like the 2 units of ambushing wild horns. Just they're phenomenal in a lot of matchups. So.
All right, moving on. Greg's got beast herds. Instead of Bless's Inscription, he's got Twin Hungers.
Gives him the Gortok lethal strike effect.
Oh, to regain wounds?
He's a Minotaur warlord that regains wounds on his own.
God, that's scary.
And he's got lethal strike.
Nasty.
Oh, and then everything.
And the same points as the other Minotaur warlord up top.
Yeah. And the Eye of Dominance is the one that makes his
everybody hits him on
6s.
No, all beasts.
All beasts what?
Just the classification of beasts.
Really?
Hit him on 6s. So yes, the entire demon book hits him on 6s.
Oh, that is
That's
really
great.
nice.
Yeah, can you just make sure he plays demons round 1, Chris?
Yes. Oof. Beast Chieftain, Greater Totem Bearer, Destiny's Call, Soothsayer, Master of Shamanism. Wow.
2 smaller units of Minotaurs with paired weapons, and then double Gortok.
And double Wildhorn ambushers.
There it is, with double Gortok. I think I like that list better.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it much better.
A little more all around. I mean, the Master on Shamanism too is just outstanding. really stacks.
And the Mino Warlord, you can bounce between the either Mino units.
Right,
pretty
or
good.
if you're not playing him, if he's not playing a lot of shooting, he can just run him as a cowboy.
Yeah, just walk around and kill stuff on his own.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 1 Dread Elf, Bit Nelson. Or above you. On a dragon.
We're not even sure if Ben Nelson's going to be able to get best Dread Elf.
That's a little bit wrong. Sorry. All right. Beastmaster, Midnight Cloak, Harpies. Beastmaster with 2 Hydras and a dragon is good.
Yeah. Double
It's a solid
Dreader,
list.
Aperture. It's good. The spears always do work. I don't like the spears as much without the altar of Cain or whatever it's called now.
A lot of stuff on 5 up 10.
Yep. Or the Academy banner. But, I think his core could use a little improvement. But I like the double Hydra. I like the Chariot. I do like the Dragon with Occultism, too. It's a nice little touch.
2 units of 24. Dread Legionnaires. Those are just hand weapon and shield guys?
No, they're the spears, I think, aren't they?
Spears, yeah.
Are they spear guys? Okay.
Yeah.
24 is a bit small.
Yep.
All right. Okay. It's a list. Dan's Dwarves. This is the unit. This is the army I'm playing.
This is the army you're playing.
It is. He's got a general. This guy's got what? 2 strength. He's going to be strength 6
Oh, God. I hate Dwarven magic items.
with D3 wounds.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that BSB has 3 wounds of runes of lightning. So if he does a single hit, 3
Prepare for the D3, baby. Prepare for the D3.
That's so annoying.
Oh, all of your orcs with no armor? D3.
Feral orcs are going to live in terror of that guy. It's so bad. Marksman, warriors, whatever. The Deep Watch, miners. Only 1 unit of miners and only 3 hold guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at that artillery. Oof.
He's only got 3.
Yeah, flame cannon, and a flaming organ gun.
Well, you know what? He didn't take an engineer.
Actually,
So-
is the organ gun flaming?
No, it's +1 to wound,
No. Yep.
so it's even better against you. But he didn't take an engineer, so
No, the flaming. I would rather have it be +1 to wound than flaming.
because you still run trolls. Right?
Trolls, and that
Okay.
thing could crush trolls if it's flaming.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. It's not
Anyway, the flame cannon, of course, scares me, but
catapults.
Instead, they'll just shoot up spiders.
he doesn't have a cannon to kill my spider in 1 turn, though, or 2.
Organ
shots.
gun can do it.
Yeah, it's not so. I mean, it's going to need 4s to wound me.
Yep.
All right.
Only 4s to win a spider.
That's a it's a solid list.
Mm-hmm.
2
You
vintage
have to use the terrain to your extreme advantage if you can. Get that DS shooting down as much as possible.
Yeah, I've got to try to get some of those guns out of the way, but that's going to be tough.
Mm.
Anyway, all right. What's next? Jeff Durham. King, he's got a whole
Boss hog.
Rune of Destruction and Smashing. Ugh. Smashing, smashing is if you're strength 5, he's strength 10.
Yeah, tough 5 goes to
It's against toughness 5, yeah.
Yeah, oof. That's ugly. And D3 wounds for the destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
And that hold stone. That's the best item that golden. That thing is so
it's
annoying. You think you have that block beat, and then you're not. No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Grounding and harnessing. I don't know what those are, but
So grounding does he just pops it, and anything that's been cast on his unit and the unit it's currently fighting, all those spells just go away.
oh, really?
You spend a whole magic phase buffing the crap out of your unit.
Is
and
it
then
a
it's all for
1 use
naught.
only?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
So he eats a spell.
but it's only the
And
one
then he's
time
going-
where it's really
and
gonna make you mad.
Yeah, that's annoying because he eats the spell, the Rune of Devouring. He has to let it go, and he can eat the spell, right?
Right,
But then he grounds it and gets rid of it anyway.
right.
hmm
He can also do Rune of Revocation too, which
Yeah,
he'll
from the
take
hand.
2 of those, which is also just obnoxious because it's like, okay, I'm not going to cast anything because I don't want you to be a -1 to wound. But
Yeah, it's like a free dispel scroll.
mhm.
Rune crafted organ gun and a rune crafted catapult.
2
Two
And then-
copters.
2 Copters.
It's a good list. I think I
Mhm.
picked the right dwarf to fight.
You did.
Ugh. All right. Demons.
Diamonds.
The Maw of Akan. Wizard Adept Evocation. Dominion Gluttony. Harbinger Father Chaos. Harbinger Father Chaos. Wizard Adept of Witchcraft and Adept of Divination. Digestive Vomit on his Harbingers. Oh, Dominant. That puts it
So-
on the unit.
They can go on the unit.
Oof.
Can you have? I don't think you can have 2 dominant. Oh, you could. Yeah, you can. You can have 2 dominant items on the same character.
Right.
That's it. And the maw is the one that explodes if he eats too many guys.
If you there's wow. I've been wanting to see one of those in combat. 'Cause
You know,
watched-
I like the maw, but I would take it just to take a master on witchcraft.
I want to see a guy with a model who has a model with 17 wounds and he's running.
Just running away.
He doesn't want you to feed him one more wound.
Sorry, just turns around.
I would rush zombies at him. So no one's been-
That's it.
Wow. All right. Myrmidons, which are good again because they're strength 5 all the time.
Yep.
Succubi, Brazen Beast. Okay. Bloat flies are really good again.
And Claw Fleams with Broodmother are also good. So he's going to put those Harbingers in those 2 big core blocks.
Yep. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yep.
Ugh. Owen is taking demons.
He has a gorgeous Slanesh army.
Do you think he's
King
ever
of the
played this list?
Probably not, no.
Just curious. Courtesan, and he's got a Scourge. Succubi are easy to roll over.
Yep.
Fiend, Sirens,
Nice.
Furies, Threshing Engine, Hope Harvester. Only
Chariot.
one Hope Harvester.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So double Greater Demon, and then only 3 scoring units.
Succubi and the Clawed Fiend.
He's got triple kaleidoscopic flesh. I think that's is that
Hard
divine
target.
attacks don't work against them, or is that brimstone secretions?
That's Brimstone Secretions.
Kaleidoscope
Kaleidoscopic
is
Flesh is the I think an additional pip of hard target,
hard target, yeah.
and then Whipcrack Tail on his on Andrea's
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong one.
guys are lightning reflexes.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
nice.
I'm not thrilled with that list of Owens. Of course,
It's all about the greater demons. He's going to
Great-
struggle with scoring.
roll
is the
over you, though.
issue that I think about.
Mark Detler, another Maul.
Mm-hmm.
And he's immune to divine attacks
Yeah,
From the Brimstone.
from Brimstone.
yeah.
Not is
Again,
it immune?
Another
Oh,
person taking a maw that's not taking Master of Witchcraft. Interesting. Interesting.
Harbinger of Father Chaos, Myrmidons, Succubi. Wow, 6 Bloatflies. Oh, with Broodmother. That's
Mhm.
ugly.
I want to see how that unit does.
Yeah.
And he's got another unit of Clawed Fiends with Broodmother.
Yeah.
Some Eidolons, which you don't see a lot of play, and then Hellhounds. It's kind of like he took a lot of things there.
Yeah. I think he looks like he
And
took a
the
bunch of
Hellhound
stuff
are
just to
movement
try it
9,
all.
I think.
Yes.
They only have 1 wound now, right?
Yeah, but they do the if you take a leadership if you fail a leadership check at -1, they get reroll the wound against you.
Correct. And you get -1 strength versus them, I think.
Correct.
But yeah, leadership at -1. I ran into one of those with the unit of Nashers. Leadership 5. Good luck. Anyway.
Mhm.
All right. That's a solid list. It's a
Yeah, very
very
solid.
mixed list, though.
I've never seen Mark not play high elves.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, another demon. Taras is showing up.
Taras is
Taras,
playing
sorry.
with a courtesan.
Courtesan,
Deceiver with protean magic. 2 big units of core guy, some Clawed Fiends. The Veil Serpents, I think, are very good
I do
with the
too.
Wizard Conclave. And then some Brazen Beasts.
Red Haze is the hatred that comes back.
No, it's +1 strength, and on ones they hit themselves.
Oh, and you're +1 to hit them?
I don't think it's +1 to hit them.
Okay. They just hit themselves on ones.
Yeah, they just punch themselves in the face because they have the
Okay.
red haze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
But then they just ward their own attacks against each other.
Right.
All right. Empire. 1 Empire list. Knight Commander. With the Sanstall. A Prelate.
Oh, he can also Taras can also store 6 Veil tokens there. Sorry, I wanted to mention that real quick.
Sorceress Antenna. No, that gets Veil tokens.
Charge tendrils on his Deceiver.
That only lets him get +1, isn't it?
Oh yeah, up to 6. Yeah.
Yeah, but so he can only store 4. Each
No.
version of this gives you +1 up to 3 of them to make
Right,
it
so
6.
3 goes to 4. Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Cool. Yep.
All right. Anyway, back to the Knight Empire, Knight Commander, Marshal, Prelate, the Arcane Shield. That's the -1 to be hit.
Yeah, distracted.
Attracting. Nice. Some Master of Cosmo.
Did you have the? Oh, okay. That's still 1 entry. I see it now. So
Oh, this guy better hope he doesn't hit a Skaven army.
he should absolutely just pray to play Skaven army.
What?
Yeah, I mean he's doing the Skaven guy a favor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Skaven will rip through this thing. Ugh,
Good
that's
sportsmanship, Gene.
Oh, is that what you're looking for?
Right.
Is the Arcane Engine Towering Presence?
I don't think so.
If not, he can hide the Arcane Engine behind the
stank.
demis if he's coming against like Doom wheels and whatnot. But then again,
no,
one
the
volley
Arcane
of wheels and there's no more demis.
He also has no chaff and a unit of 15 cav. How many units do you think that's going to charge?
He's got 2x5 riders. That's chaff.
Yeah. Most people don't consider those chaff.
Oh.
Because they want to shoot with them.
They don't have any upgrades though. They don't have any like the super shooty machine guns, or do they come with them already?
I think you got to pay for brace of pistols.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He took them without brace of pistols.
Yeah, you have to pay. They come with 1 pistol.
Okay, then you're right. Then that is chaff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can pay 20 points for brace of pistols.
Yeah, I think that's he's gonna have a rough time, I think.
Is that 1 unit of 3 and 1 unit of 4 Knights of the Sun Griffin?
That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, and the price makes it look like it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's
He
got
did the
1,
second
2,
Arcane Engine and with Cosmo, what he's trying to do is get those demigryphs into blocks and then go for -1 strength, -1 strength. Just so those demigryphs will then grind a whole lot better. So that's something to watch out for. And then he also has the tank, which can just hold another piece. But the problem is he doesn't have the shooting to back up the grinding.
Right.
Mm.
All he's got is a tank.
And 20 light infantry, 20 crossbow shots.
And the guy with the long rifle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Cosmo got hit, although Ice and Fire is one of the better missiles in the game.
Yeah, strength 3 to everybody in the unit. Is that the one? No, that's the other one.
It's the one where you either have to reroll your armor saves or reroll ward, and it's like
Correct.
flaming.
That's nice. All right. Like I said, he's going to be he's going to suffer from matchups.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Highborn Elves. 1 Highborn Elf. Wow, it's a lot of ones. Queen's Companion. Mine Chariot. Esped Scholar. Sliver of the Blazing Dawn. So, yeah, that's the guy. Shoots of Spears.
So that mage is gonna mess stuff up. Spell color and heirloom, so it's just got it's got melodies plus 4 spells on div at the super range. Jesus.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What is the
Yeah,
Ring of the
Melodies
Pearl
is still
Throne?
just such a stupid spell. You have to save all of your dice for it.
For what?
Melodies
Oh, yeah.
with the favor.
What is the Ring of the Pearl Throne?
I'm double checking right now. Turn off an item.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
In close combat?
Yep.
What if there is 2 items that have turn off an item?
I don't know.
Goes
Oh,
in
you mean
activation.
if one guy had them, or does if each?
Well,
if
I've got a banner that turns off an item.
Well, what step does it turn it off at?
That's a good point. Mine's at the beginning of the combat phase, I think.
After step 4 of the round of combat sequence, after issuing and accepting duels, choose a single piece of special item or dwarven rune on a model in base contact with the bearer.
Okay, so mine would go first, except I can't turn that off. But that's okay, because I can turn. The only thing I can turn off is special weapons, I think, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's an artifact. Only a single piece may be turned off. Can be affected at any time. Let's see here. I'm going to orcs now that you made me think about it.
What's that?
Talk about the rest of his list while I'm looking this up.
Grey Watchers, Queen's Guard. It's a lot of shooting.
Little 12 Lion Guard. If it's under 15, are they skirmishing or?
You have to pay for it.
Yeah, you have to pay. I don't know if he did, but
they're not worth the skirmish anymore since you don't since 2 years ago when you weren't able to close your ranks anymore when you get charged. So there's no point to skirmishing your Lion Guard.
So it's a little just 2x6 rank, just a little shock troop. I like that.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad. 2x6 skirmishing. I don't think that's a bad
But
unit.
18 Queen's Guard with 3 Reapers. That is a lot of shooting.
Yes, 14 archers and those Grey Watchers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Grey Watchers don't do a lot of damage, but they knock you down, give you -1 to hit.
So Gene, yours says at the start of each round of combat, so yours goes first.
Right.
Choose a special item carried by a model and enemy unit in base contact with the bearer's unit.
So I could use it to turn off the ring.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd be better
Therefore,
off.
you can then keep your ward save or whatever.
But then I think if I understand this right, I think if I'm in a combat with both those princes, I can turn off the Sliver of the Blazing Dawn. Then it does him no good to turn off my banner because I've already activated it, right?
Right.
Right.
Well, you could.
So what
well,
he'll
you
do
could,
is he'll turn off the ward save of one of the characters and then just chop.
Yeah.
Right, because the what's the diadem gives you makes Dragon Forged armor give him a 4-up ward save instead of a 6-up ward save. So I turn off the diadem probably before that.
Correct. Well, I don't know. That turns off my sword. My sword's pretty important. So anyway.
Well, he still has a 6-up ward save.
That's true. All right. Moving on. That's a good list, though. It's a lot of shooting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a binding scroll. God, I hate those.
Doesn't sound bitter at all there.
Mark's got a Duke on a Hippogriff,
That comes back to life.
a Grail Duke. Or just play back next to Tybert. What brings him back to life?
Yeah, I fought that guy when he was on a horse, and he was a pain to deal with. Him on a hippo now is going to be like that's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a
Is it
lot
the
of
Tabard
work.
that brings him back to life?
Yeah, so he's got Might,
Mhm.
which gives you devastating charge, +1 attack, +1 strength, +1 AP.
Right.
It's Red Fury, essentially.
No.
Um,
He doesn't have the lance to go with it, does he? You got to have the magic lance to go with it.
You know, the Magic Lance just gives you D3 wounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Might just gives you
The extra
attack, strength, and AP, and then every unsaved wound caused by the bear's close combat attacks before applying multi-wounds generates another close combat attack.
Okay.
Instead, he's got the Fortress of Faith, which is a shield. And the bear must reroll all natural to hit and to wound rolls of 1 with its close combat attacks. And rerolls 1 on his armor saves,
Correct.
which is really good.
And the Black Knight Tabard is the one that brings you back with 1 wound.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a pain.
Yeah, that fortress is like always having the hereditary spell cast on you.
Right.
It's really.
And then he's
Yeah.
MR2. And anything else? Supernatural dexterity, so he's got extra weapon skill and agility.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's on a
Yes.
Hippogriff, so he's gonna have to hide him if he's playing against a lot of people.
Yep.
Or just run at you and come back to life with a 3-up ward.
And then the damsel can heal
Keep
him
running.
because Druidism, baby.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
problem with that is you got to be within 12.
Yes.
Although I think when you come back to life, you have 1 wound left.
Correct.
I wonder if it says anything in the rule where you can stay at 1 wound, or you can go back up to maximum wounds.
Oh, I think you can go back up if you keep getting healed.
All right. Do not remove the bear as a casualty. Instead, after resolving all simultaneous attacks, such as all shooting attacks from the same unit or all melee attacks at the same initiative step, the bear's health point are set to 1, and it gains ages 3 up until the end of the player turn.
So if it's set to 1, does that mean that it's maximum of 1 now? So
To the end of the
either
turn,
1 or
right?
0?
It's only till the end of the turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think after he can start going back up again later.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's his turn and he dies from failing dangerous terrains and he kills himself, he comes back at 1. He's at 1 throughout that magic phase. But then the next magic phase he can heal him back.
Correct.
You got to get him quick.
Gotta get him.
Knights of the Realm with the Banner Last Charge, Knights of the Grail, Knights Aspirant. Okay.
And he has a strength 5 breath attack with flaming and magic.
Yeah, AP 0 though.
Correct. Virtue of Daring is the one where you can reroll charge ranges. No.
Adds it.
You get another maximize. You get another
Correct.
pip of maximized.
Yeah, so it makes it 4. Take the highest 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like anything less than a double 6 is a disappointment. to me.
All right. That's a strong list.
Mm-hmm.
16 peasants with crossbows. He dropped his scorpions though.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's got 2
Full
units to
combat.
chaff now, and he also has a green knight.
Got a green knight hidden in there.
Just hanging out, just to say hi.
All right. Infernal dwarves. Justin Berge dropped his high elves.
Draw though like they're hot.
Yep.
He's got a Wizard Master and Alchemy. The tablet lets you steal a Veil token and give it to yourself. Obsidian Rocks, of course, MR2. And he's got the Prophet with Pyro with the Book of Arcane Power. And then his BSV is holding the Icon, which gives you 2 pips of Blaze every time you cast the spell.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And he's got 25 strength 4 AP2 shots. He's got 1 unit of chaff, 2 bolt throwers, a flame cannon, which is a volcano cannon that does D3 wounds, an infernal engine, which does D3 wounds, 5 Torok, which is fast scoring, and then 2 units of incarnates for a total of 9.
It's a strong list.
Protect the castle list.
Pyromancy.
You don't like pyromancy?
I do. I think it's good. I don't like to play against it. I've got too many guys that want to do it.
And alchemy.
He has, yeah, both.
What do you think, Christopher?
I think it's really good, especially when you take that the hereditary for the ID, because I believe that flammable is different than the alchemy attribute flammable in that you can reroll to wound magic missiles and such from pyromancy if it's affected by the what is it called? Whatever the attribute.
You're just flammable.
Yeah,
So even he can also get some cheeky stuff like flaming swords up on that big Citadel guard block with the hereditary, and then he's got 15 shots that are rolling to wound too. So he's got ways to do it.
Yeah, that's really good.
Or he'll put the hereditary up on like a nice big unit of infantry, then hit it with the volcano cannon.
Yeah. It's a tough list to shift.
It is. From experience.
Look, Kelly's moved off of High Elves as well. 1-2 Infernal Dwarfs. Tablet, Chosen Lugar. He's only got Chosen Lugar character.
So you got to be careful with that Beshaluk's mechanism, because that will heal the 4 Disciples of Lugar and 2 wounds on your incarnates. So watch that spell.
What's it do?
It's a bound spell, but it heals. It brings back to life 4 Disciples of Lugar and 2 wounds on the incarnates.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's very strong with
really
Disciples. And then that Chosen makes those Disciples count as scoring.
And so if that's cast and he heals back 4 Disciples, that's 120 victory points worth of models that you killed coming back.
On a bound spell power level 4.
It's kind of nice.
And they are unbreakable with a 5 board save.
Right. And they're no longer frenzied either, are they?
Nope.
Oof.
They have battle focus.
That's nice. Yeah, that's a good list.
Mm-hmm.
It's also...
I'm happy that he's not running those weapon teams anymore. I played with Kelly before, and he kept dousing all my models with oil and then setting them on fire, and it was just a nightmare. I think Kelly 20-0 me that game. It was bad. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, it's a strong list. The Torok Anointed are the big guys.
Yeah. One more thing to mention on the Chosen is that he has the Volcanic Embrace rule makes all of his attacks, including special attacks, count as flaming. So 1 alchemy attribute, and you're going to be taking a Toxic Breath weapon that rerolls to wound.
What?
That's nice.
Where's the Toxic Breath weapon come from?
Mask of the Furnace.
Okay. Wow. It's good.
It's very strong.
Kelly's in CGL, so I get to avoid him the first 2 games, right?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Ogres. Bing. I don't know this guy.
I'm never met him either.
Do you know him, Chris?
Well,
Okay.
no. But he's bringing the pain with 11 Sabertooths.
I like
And another 2.
2 Kin Eaters, baby, and double Rocker Rock. 2 Hunters. He's got a beefed up Wizard Master on Thaumaturgy.
I have never seen a unit of Sabertooths before.
Never? Have you ever?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
I think they're core. I think that's why the core looks a little small.
Yeah.
8 bruisers, 3 bruisers, 7 Sabertooths. A unit of 7 Bombardiers. I never see that in a big unit either, so. It's a different list.
He's going to pop that Shaman right in there. Oh, he does not have a BSB.
2 Kin Eaters, no BSB.
No BSB.
No BSB with 2 A-Rock? All right.
Yep. Watch out for those frenzies.
Those things are going out.
He could be a master of the friend with saber-tooth tigers running around in front of him.
Yeah, blocking them.
Mm-hmm.
Are those 2 tigers 1 unit of 2 or 2 singles?
2 singles is the second unit entry.
So he has 13 saber-toothed tigers.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen that many on a board before. Even when I've seen 2
Mhm.
ogre armies playing. All right. Brandon took a shaman general. BSB, Yeti Furs, of course. Rock, Frost Mammoth, Mercenaries. Okay. Iron Fist, Plate, and Poison. Rending on the Tribesmen. 3 units of 3 bruisers. Okay.
It's the same, pretty much the same list he's been running. He moves some character points around.
Yep. That Tribesmen
I like it.
is just so ugly.
You mean the mercenary unit?
Sorry, the Mercenaries.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
That thing just gets on something and just eats it. He doesn't have musicians on either one of his big units, though.
I guess he doesn't care, right? It's just he just goes forward.
He's
right?
just gonna point and click it, man.
Sometimes you have to turn.
Sometimes.
Ah, you know, Brandon's
Yeah,
gonna go.
He turns after
turning's overrated.
he wins close combat. They turn around.
Reforming's overrated.
It's
Post
like,
combat.
yeah, I'll turn. It's called wheeling on the charge.
Okay, there you go.
He's just gonna mash something and then post combat reform.
Wow. This is surprising, though. Only 2 ogres.
Well,
Yeah.
our champion ogre player is not here, and then the other champion ogre player is playing a different army.
Yep.
All right.
And even if they were both here, they'd be playing a different army apparently. So
Apparently,
All right. So, Orcs and Goblins. Brian Hulley.
this is the really awesome painted hobbits.
yeah.
This army is nuts. He's got an all-goblin army with 2 magic items in it.
It's perfect. What more do you need?
It's just crazy.
What more do you need? He's the best part is that witch doctor master with witchcraft, and you're gonna get stuck on one of those 56 blocks of forest goblins, and he's gonna cast wheel turns on you, and he's gonna break your hobby. Especially if it's like on man eaters, where Brandon's like, "Oh, I hit him on 2s, wound him on 2s. Oh, sorry, you hit me on 4s and wound me on 4s."
Yeah, this list is sneaky. Yeah, I think it's pretty nasty if you look at it. I mean,
Some wrecking teams.
that's a lot of 2s. That's a lot of stuff that's gonna be on the board.
Yeah, 2 of most things.
And some giants for fun, with some git launchers.
Yeah. Well, I'll use Chris's line. If once you kill that king, that army's useless.
That's Orion's line.
Is that Caps?
That's Caps. Well, if you kill
Yeah,
the
it is
general,
a bit
the
like
army
a-
falls apart.
Right.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Caps.
All
Excellent
right.
analysis.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
That's an army. That's a strange army. Well, I want to see how it does.
It's all goblins, which is the best part.
Daniel Rupert. Feral Shaman. Only an adept of shamanism.
Is Brian Holley's list technically illegal since he didn't pay for Warcry?
You sure he didn't pay for it?
I'll add up the points here.
You'd have to look at the points.
Is it not included into the?
No, you got to buy it. It does look a little low on his points, but
How much is Warcry?
30 for him, I think, for a goblin.
I'm pulling it up. I was in the ID book. Hold on. I don't care about Ricochet.
It's under the character.
Goblin King. He is a common Goblin King, so he's 115 base. 45 points for the Warcry, and then 70 points for the Crown of Autocracy. I think he actually has enough points there.
Needs enough points.
45 plus 70. Yep, 230. It's just not listed.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Daniel Rupert's Feral Shaman. He's got an Iron Orc on a boar with the Omen of the Horcalypse. But he's on it for 2 characters. Am I reading that right?
No, he's got 4 characters, 5, 6 characters.
Oh, Witch Doctor. Sorry, there they are. The next one down.
And then
Literally.
some Chiefs.
I just stopped reading.
Some
Does he not have a
scuttling-
BSB?
Just a senior moment there.
He does not have a BSB.
Jesus Christ, what are these people doing? I don't get it.
He has no BSB.
I know the Great Green Idol is the BSB.
Oh, the Great Green Idol's the BSB.
Got it.
We should keep reading.
Yeah, no, it's easier to stop and complain.
He's got some Ed Bashers. He's got some more goblins with Mad Gits. Some more goblins. Some Mushroom Angry Goblins and the Nashers. 2 Manglers. 2 Doom Divers. 2 Bolt Throwers. And a BSB. That's a sneakily good list there.
It is.
I think it's going to be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Wow. That is
Adept of Witchcraft, Adept of Thaumaturgy.
Adept on Shamanism. He's
And
got
the
6 spells.
Shamanism. Yeah.
That's a
Where
great
did the,
list. Wow.
Where's the Iron Orc Warlord on the board? Where does he go?
He probably Cowboys.
He's a cowboy.
He's not the
okay,
general.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's got a
He's
1-up
got a
rerollable
ward,
and 2-up against
so-
flaming.
Yeah, but he's got no
That's
ward.
pretty cool. I can dig that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's that's
You
dangerous.
could high like against cannons. Like, are you gonna cannon the Iron Orc Warlord? Or are you gonna go after the Great Green Idol BSB?
You're gonna kill that warlord.
Yeah, so you put the Warlord behind the Great.
Well, the Warlord can hide behind the idol.
Yeah, he
Yep.
just hides behind the idol.
All right. Next, there's my list. The only thing I added to my list is I took out a troll and put in the Micanox totem.
Are you gonna get more than
Sneaky.
30 points this tournament?
I am.
Okay, because Colonial Carnage is right around right behind us.
I had more than 30 points in Colonial Carnage, sir.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Can trolls get a musician?
No.
They can't get anything, and they're not scoring. So
They just push forward and belch.
they just push forward and fight
throw up on
something.
people.
Typically, they don't puke unless they're fighting just cav. Heavy
Right.
cav.
Nice.
Cowboys.
Or cowboys. Cowboys don't like them. Anyway,
True.
same one. We'll see
That's
if I
good.
we'll see if I can top 30 for this one, Joe.
All right.
All right.
What was your score, Colonial? Was it 42?
I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's your over/under.
But Colonial is a team event, so you shouldn't really, doesn't really matter. What
you
the
as a
team
captain,
scores.
they did horrendous this year.
We did terrible. We set up matches for 2 players, and the 2 players we set up matches for did not do well. So
I think you were the second highest scorer on your team with 42.
I don't think so. Brandon was top. I think one was one point or 2 higher than me.
Oh boy.
All right. Anyway, moving on from that. We don't need to discuss that any further.
I just thought you'd want to relive that weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah. No worries.
Really appreciate that. Lance, Feral Orc Shaman, Master Shamanism, Horse Goblin King on a Gargantula,
Look at that. Paired weapons with the hero's heart on the Gargantula.
6 Strength 5 riding it. That's pretty
so
good.
many attacks.
Okay.
That's so
With the
many,
dragon stamp, just to give you a little breath weapon, just to rub it in.
just to rub it in.
Jeez. 2 Chiefs on Chariots.
Why don't you take anything fun anymore, Gene? That we can laugh about.
I don't know.
I love this list, though, by the way. He's one of my player raffle picks.
Is he?
Yeah, because keep going. It's
I like that Chief with the Pana Protection pension.
Yeah. What a
Mhm.
great weapon. Let's see. He's got 20 feral orcs with shields, 55 with green tide, 55 with green tide, 20 with throwing weapons.
Not a
Oh,
fan.
he's got 4 bolt throwers, 2 nashers, and 2 giants.
Not a big fan of the Green Tide banner on goblins.
He's gonna go for make him strength 4.
Yeah, but they're 5 wide. Is it really worth 5 extra attacks for
He's
goblins?
gonna be 10 wide.
You think so?
These spears. He's gonna re-rolling 60 dice when you hit him.
See again,
All
this
at like
would have been
83.
this would have been perfect for witchcraft with the wheel turns.
Yep.
Oh, such a missed opportunity.
Yeah, but he can bump their strength, so
Yeah, or give him battle focus when he rolls 60 dice.
couple
And
4
4 skewer. Like, come on now. Something's hit.
pretty tough.
Please, something hit.
2 Nashor directing teams and 2 giants with clubs. Okay, it is a good solid list. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's 4 orcs and goblins. Here's 2 more.
Look at this, 6
6
orcs and goblins.
Yeah.
Amazing.
This is the most numerous army at this thing, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah,
It
Vermisword
is,
might
yeah.
be right there. Yeah.
Feral orc shaman.
No, this is orcs and goblins that run away with it.
Mm.
This is Nate. Nate loves his Nashers. Cave Goblin Chief on a PSP. He's got a binding scroll. I like that. An adept wizard, witchcraft adept.
See, witchcraft. But he didn't take the goblins to go with it.
47 feral orcs. 20 more feral orcs. 2 units of Nashers. 2 Gargantula. Oh, wow.
Garlings, double skewer, and a doom diver. I would love to see these feral orc shamans on shamanism with paired weapons and a hero's heart, Destiny's Call, and just let him go be Big Papa in the front rank. Is nobody else with me on that build?
For a feral orc what?
Shaman on shamanism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paired
Mhm.
weapons and hero's
Hero's
heart.
heart, Destiny's Call, and just let him go hit stuff.
4 strength 5 attacks.
Yeah.
It's not good.
He can't be
Mhm.
winning on 5.
Yeah, but he's your general. You're going to lose him.
He's just as well protected on than
I guess
every
if you give him,
general.
I can do it if you can slip the pan of protection pension on him.
Sir, he has 4 strength 5 attacks. That's
That's
correct.
what I said. 4 strength 5.
Actually, yeah, Destiny's Call isn't that good on him because he has a 5 of Aegis already. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's fine.
All right.
All right, the
Yost,
last one.
I don't know this guy either.
Nor do I.
Very happy at seeing names I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Means other people are getting into it. To the Crown of Autocracy, Common Orc Shaman, Iron Orc Chief for BSB. Wow. He is really light in characters.
Bows. Head bashers with paired weapons.
He's just over 800 points in characters. That's it.
That's nice. Ooh, 30 Iron
Minimalist.
Orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to shift.
He's got
Yeah.
2 units, the 30 Ed Bashers and 30 Iron Orcs, and 8 Trolls. Those 3 units.
Yeah.
What's
more
the bridge troll aside from a regular troll?
It's the old River Troll. It's -1 to hit in combat. Distracting.
Oh. That's awesome. Go ahead, Yosef.
As Caps would say, well, if you just kill the general, this all falls apart. You know,
Right.
you only have to shoot for
Right.
24
Trolls go
troll
through the
wounds,
savages, go
30
charging off.
Iron Orcs, 30 Savage Orcs.
Just work your way through that.
Well, the trolls will fail their leadership and meander forward.
Oh, God. Just kill the general that's sitting in the 20 orcs behind, though, 90 that are sitting in front of you.
Just kill him in combat, wounding him on a 5-up no matter what.
Oh, God. Your ETC captain, ladies and gentlemen.
2 splatters and a skewer. Oh, and a get launcher.
And a get launcher. He's got 4 war machines.
Artillery.
Yeah. He's going to protect the castle, so he's going to castle up with the bow shots and the guns, and you're just going to have to try and chew through all of that crap. coming at
He's
you.
gonna. I think he's gonna come forward, and those 20 are just gonna follow the Iron Orcs.
Yeah, Well, you could do that too.
I don't think he's going to cast. I think he's just coming at you.
That works.
He's got too much heavy hitters to sit back.
Mm-hmm.
I think. All right. Phil Carl with his Phil Carl list.
Now, Phil Carl's a coward. He shouldn't be allowed to play Sylvan Elves
That's
anymore.
a good point.
He can only play High Elves.
Did he actually ever answer you or just ignore you the whole
No,
time?
just ignored me the whole
That's
time.
even better.
I mean, it's fine. He
You know
wants to be the
what? I gotta give
Mid-Atlantic
Phil points.
Overlord, and he, can't even accept the challenge.
I'm
Yeah.
giving Phil points for just ignoring you instead of just turning you down.
Right? Yeah, just ignoring me.
It's a good solid tree list.
Yeah, it's about as boring as they come.
He's done very well with it.
Mm-hmm.
He has Heath Riders. No, that was he always had Heath Riders in his latest list.
Yes.
Yeah,
He does have elves.
He's got
He has
5.
5 elves.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon Powell deserted his ogres and went to Sylvan Elves.
Mm-hmm.
2 great elks.
One's a BSP.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Great elves, Curse the Black Lightning. Binding scroll. 2 binding scrolls.
Sylvan Elves, you got to play with 2 Binding Scrolls. I don't know why I went with the Heirloom, though. I don't think that spell's that good. Just the
What's the hereditary of Sylvan Elves again? I never see it.
You put yourself in a forest.
Oh.
You're -1 to hit.
Can you boost it and put the other person in a forest, or?
I don't think so. I'll double check. It's just you don't have any really good modifiers to affect your casting roll. So I don't ever think it's worth taking. I'd rather be casting something on Druidism or Divination and throwing more, enough dice to get it off. Forest Embrace.
Well, Shannon's not going to be allowed to play elves
Yeah.
anymore because
No, it's only an
took
augment, Chris.
Is it? Okay. Because one thing you can break steadfast and whatnot if it's.
No, you're just getting it for the real to wound.
Yeah, like I said, he's only got 1 eagle. I think he's going to get penalized by the Elven warlords.
And the Wild Huntsman, it's just the panic on the army, or the frenzy baiting is real with Silver.
Well, isn't the Forest Embrace? Can't you just it's automatic, basically a -1 to hit then for shooting, right?
For shooting.
No, you can.
So you can basically 1 dice it, and now unit of 6 huntsmen are basically hard target in essence.
So the problem I had with it, Chris, is it's only 18-inch range. So my huntsman is
right.
spreading the corners of the board and trying to envelop and push in. That's at least my experience with it. That's why I pretty much never took it.
And if you're considered in a
okay.
forest, if Cav charges you, it's dangerous terrains, right? If anyone charges you, because
It
they're touching
extends
the
to your unit boundary.
Yeah, but if somebody's touching you, aren't they touching the forest?
Always extends to the edges of the target unit's boundary.
I would say yes.
So
And
the
it says
first-
enemy units in base contact with the target. Oh no, the boosted version is you must
have to
reroll
reroll
natural
the hit rolls
hit
of
rolls
a
of
6.
6.
The question's going to come up at some point, Chris. You might want to look that up.
Well, again,
Yep.
on your huntsman, it's not that big of a deal because you're defensive 3. So he's probably, even on a reroll, chances are he's still going to hit you. You're still
Yeah,
gonna-
we're all casting on this cowboy. It's a great elk guy. Now all of a sudden he's hard.
Right.
Whatever.
And Todd just copied and pasted Phil Carl's list. He's the best in the world.
Yeah, he sent a list in a while ago, and I couldn't find it. And I messaged Todd. I said, Todd, I just need your list. I didn't see it. And he replied back and goes, "It's exactly Phil Carl's list, point to point. Exactly." I said, "All right, copy paste makes my life easier."
It's funny.
If I wasn't so OCD, I would have put the list right there, but that's in alphabetical order. So.
He told me he was doing it. I
PST.
just laughed. Phil Blake's list, which turns out
Is not his list.
not
I got
gonna
it on
be
my
it.
phone here. If you want me to-
I have his list.
Would you like to go over?
So Phil Carl. Yeah,
Sorry.
his so he's resubmitting his list. He's going to take a penalty. So since I'm not there to take penalties in a tournament, I guess Phil's taken over for that.
So,
I
so
submitted my
this is
list
gonna
on
be-
time, so I'm not
you know
taking
what's-
a penalty either.
It's going to be amazing because this is going to be the tournament that Phil Blake would have won, but he's going to come 10 short.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. So he added more magic. So he has a master on Div with the Sacred Hours and Soul Conduit. He has an adept with Evocation, who's the Hierophant, is Book of Arcane Power. Architect with Crown of the Wizard King and paired weapons. That's the general, the architect. He has a second architect, and then the mounted no mark on the chariot, which then gives the 7 chariots with the Aether icon in core. 5 skeleton scouts, 20 skeletons, champ musician, another 20 skeletons with the banner of entombed, so they're underground ambush. And then all the heavy stuff is 2 times 6 snakes with musician, 2 tomb scorpions, and Shopti archers with musician.
That was 7 Shopti archers you broke up there. Just wanted to clarify.
Yep.
So only 1 unit of skeleton scouts.
Yeah, because he's got the
Yes.
scorpions and the other skeletons that are entombed to pop up the chat.
Oh, okay. 2 scorpions, got it.
Mm-hmm. His light chariots
But if
also
they don't
do
pop
not
up,
score.
you're right, no chaff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's
So
pretty
not the
good.
list.
I still like this list that he had, but 2 times 2 Tomb Reapers. That's I think they can do a lot of damage. But
I think it looks like a good list, but anyway.
He's also got the death mask, which is really nice on your chariots.
All right. Moving on, we got Victor with Undying Dynasties. Soul Conduit, Sacred Hourglass. Sounds familiar. Wizard Adept.
Evocation. He's got 2 architects. He did not get in that crown on the Wizard King, which I think is really important. So you
What
have
is the
24-inch div.
Architects being the generals now.
Because then it gives you a 3rd target to have to kill a character for bonus points. You want to go after the Wizard Master with div, because he's the big source of healing. You want to go after the Hierophant, so that's a 2nd character. And then if you want the general bonus, you have to go after a different target.
Okay. That makes sense.
right. And they're all crap leadership, so it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, leadership doesn't really matter in this army.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Skeleton's light armor, 33 units of 5 skeleton scouts, I'm assuming. Not 35. that's a big ass unit.
Well, it's even better.
Yeah.
You're reading 26 Tomb Cataphracts. For only 590
story
points,
behind
ladies
that,
and gentlemen.
Like when I was formatting all these lists, I accidentally hit like Control H on the entire document, and Control H when you're working in PowerPoint is like replace with, and I
Really?
replaced X with a blank thing. All the stuff that I doubled up, I had to redo everybody's list and put this stupid X there again. And poor Victor's list, that's why it looks like he has a million things.
26 Tomb Cataphracts. Yeah. Can you even deploy 26 of those?
Real diagonal deployment.
And 2 battle sphinx.
In a unit. 2 battle sphinxes in a unit.
Oh, yeah. Because Sphinx has an X in it. Yep. Got it.
A unit of 2 of them. I like that. That's a good. There's 2 battle sphinxes.
Yeah.
Those
It's
are
a
the
lot
tough
like,
units, right?
he's got 4 chaff pieces. Only 3 scoring units, though. Because his chariots don't score.
Skeletons and cataphracts. No, 4. Right? Yeah, that's what you said.
No, it's a 3. His chariots don't score.
Yeah, but he's got 2 units of cataphracts. They score.
Yeah, and 1 unit of skeletons is 3, not 4.
Oh, I keep looking at that 35 skeletons. Never mind. I keep thinking that's 35.
But he has 4 chaff pieces, and then he does have 2 battle sphinxes. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a nice list.
Sure is.
Mm-hmm.
1 vampire. Egbert. What do we got? Dire Wolves, 50 skeletons, 40 zombies. Likes his zombies. Gassed. They're good. That's Vampire Knights, Host, Phantom Host, Spectral Hunters. I like that list.
Looks a lot like your list there, Chris.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, the character setup is very, very similar to what they run. But the Vamp count, I
I
usually
took
run
Monster
Arcane
Hunter
Knowledge.
instead
Now
of
it's much
Arcane
stronger.
Knowledge, which I think is not as
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, Arcane's I think pretty good, but I mean there are a lot of monsters in these lists, so could do well.
The
in
Knight's
the
Crown
meta.
means you can't. No one gets magic weapons against you or weapon bonuses.
Strength bonuses.
No
Okay.
strength bonus. You still get the AP, but you got to wound it without the strength bonus.
Okay.
Mhm.
From the weapon, from other sources, you get it, like whatever the orcs born to fight.
Yeah, it's, I think it even says like plus strength bonuses conferred by magic weapons.
Okay.
So like the shamanism spell, like you
Right.
wouldn't. It would work on
Okay.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
Buildism. It's a decent list. It's interesting.
Phantom hosts are
Yeah,
obnoxious.
those skellies are going to be tough to shoot through. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you got 8 gas hanging around the side to
Yeah,
countercharge
gas is a nice block.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Keith
Nice.
went. There's a lot of people switching armies in this one because Keith's got Saurian Ancients.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Waddle Lord, Saurian Raptor, Source Warriors. Okay. It's a solid list. I played him today.
It's grab ass skiing, it's lizardman. Just very flea oriented and combo charging, and it's a nice list.
Yeah, and a lot of shooting.
And a lot of shooting.
All right. What's that? Vermin Swarm. 4 Vermin Swarm players. Derek Cooper. There's another name I don't know. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Pendulum. Same guy as always. This guy just needs to be stamped onto a pendulum. He's in close to every list.
He's in 3 out of 4 lists, and Schweitzer would have taken the pendulum, but he wanted to play around with something different.
Okay. Master of Witchcraft. I like that. "36 slaves with wheel turns on them."
Yeah. You can also do a Bewitching Glare. So remember, because he's got the 3 weapon teams, which have Callus, and so you charge the slave unit. He's going to cast Bewitching Glare, which gives you battle focus with your shooting attacks.
Yeah, but it's only on one
And
model.
he's gonna just shoot the shit out of you.
Oh, that's right. It's you cast that on an enemy, right?
Yep,
Got
and then he's going to be shooting you with +2 to hit with battle focus while you're fighting his slaves.
I'm not sold on battle focus for shooting.
Well, fine, be that
Yeah.
way. Just wait until you get your orc bus gets hit with 2 globe launchers with battle focus.
All right. I mean, if you get 12 hits, it's an average of 2 extra. Is it really that big of a deal?
It's 2 extra.
Anyway.
Or how about this, Gene? He rolls 3 attacks with his Doom Wheel, and he gets 2 6s and a 4. So now he has 5 Doom Wheel shots into your troll.
That's scary.
All right.
But he's only got 1 Doom Wheel, so that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who I
You
think
can only cast a spell a turn, so.
I think that's also a fine.
It's also a fun, yep.
Yeah, you get fined for only having 1 Doom Wheel. That's what I was told.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Guy's got a Vermin Demon. Hey, look, a Patriarch on a Pendulum.
With the Putrid Plate.
That's amazing.
Yep. Right ground.
BSB with a Scepter of Verminous Valor. Hey, look, that looks like a duplicate as well.
I think he's the only one running them with the Vermin Valor. No, Derek is too.
Derek has it.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? Chief. Plague Brotherhood to push the thing around. 2 big units of rats, 6 vermin hulks, 9 plague disciples. Giselles, he took those. Huh.
People do take them.
Yeah, but no, neither one of those first 2 have a. Why does no one have a catapult?
Just wait.
I'm looking at the first. Oh, I see
the first 2 don't have them. Which
first 3 don't have them, do they?
First 3 don't have them. I'm the only asshole with catapults.
Oh, that's such a relief.
Toxic though. That's all those orcs and goblins, all those iron orcs. Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, the dwarves, everyone suffers from those stupid catapults.
So Guy didn't take the catapults, though. He did take a unit of 6 vermin hulks, which I want to fall in love with, but I just can't yet.
Oh, really?
I'm just not there. They've hurt me too many. Frenzy's hurt me too many times.
You got the vermin demon. You got an 18-inch bubble.
I'm not ready to fall in love yet, Gene.
You got the BSB. We got an 18-inch BSB too. Reroll.
Exactly.
You don't get an 18-inch BSB.
No, you don't.
Oh, right. No, he's not on the pendulum. Yeah.
But I do get a 18-inch guiding light too.
Yeah. So what's your problem?
I'm not ready yet, Gene.
Okay.
You know what? I've been hurt too many times in the past.
All right.
First cut is the deepest.
It brings us to Jeremy with the vermin demon. A doom bell instead of a plague catapult. I mean, a plague pendulum.
He channels 5.
Which could be sneaky.
He has 5 channels.
Yeah, 7 when he's playing demons.
7 when he's playing demons. Hey, Chris, make that happen for us
7?
round 1.
Yes, you can.
And then he's got the 3 units of 20 Plague Brotherhood, so that's just 60 tough 4 hatred battle focus guys.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm sure the bell's going to be with the vermin guard.
Yep.
And the bell tolls for
3 units of
thee.
plague disciple. God, I hate those disciples.
And then he's got 3 rotary guns and double dreadmill.
That's a lot of shooting.
He's
Doesn't
my
look
pick.
scary right there, but Jesus.
He's my pick for top vermin swarm.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not buying that one.
He's my pick for top vermin swarm.
All right. And
He's going to play grab ass and just shoot.
That's just because you don't want to pick yourself.
Well, he was the top vermin swarm player at Corner Hammer. He got the trophy.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
How did he get the trophy if you won the tournament?
I could not win the tournament and also be the top player
Okay.
in my race.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got So Joe, you have a vermin demon DSB with the talisman of the void. So he's got to be up front wherever he is.
He's a brave little guy.
That's a brave little guy, considering he's got
right.
what, light armor.
He's got a 6 up, bro. He's fine. Don't you worry about him.
I won't. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Plague Patriarchal Pendulum. Why not? Except you have an
look,
obsidian rock.
I have an obsidian rock, dude. Like, that's
You do?
original.
That's different from the other guys.
Uh-huh.
20 Vermin Guard, 20 Plague Brotherhood, only 20. That's
No,
a small unit to push that wagon.
Well, listen, once the unit dies, the wagon becomes much better. So
4 units of 10 foot pads. What do they get equipped with?
some slings.
And no musicians?
What do you need musicians for?
Because they're not light troops.
Listen, 16% of that unit cost would be on a musician.
That's a good point.
Okay?
Okay, I'll buy that.
I put musicians on my zombies. Just FYI.
Well, your zombies turn into like 60-man bricks.
Yes, and they dance. I've seen you play zombies.
Okay.
Get out of here with that BS.
You're very nasty with zombies.
The question is going to be how many.
If I didn't have
football
zombies, my games may decrease by like minutes. My game time.
Yes. you could
Hour
get
and a
an extra
half.
turns in if you don't have zombies.
You should play no magic, no zombie VC. And see
You've
how
got to
fast your games go.
You've got to stop and explain to every opponent how, yes, this is possible. Here's how I do
This is
it.
legal.
I promise it's legal.
It's legal, and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
All right, so 4 Giselles. You took Giselles too, huh?
I did a little unit of 4.
Plague Disciples are good, and 10 Giant Rats.
Because Flags is going to kill me. So whoever I play in round 4, congratulations on a win.
Those 10 units of 10 footpads are hard to kill.
They're all scoring.
I know.
Toughness 3 with no armor.
Oh, yeah.
This is grab ass vermin swarm at its finest.
Flags are round 3.
Round 4.
Round 4. Can I play Joe round 4? All right. What else we got? Chris McDonald, Warriors. Exalted Hero. Lord on a Karkadan. Fallen. I gotta be honest, I have no idea what any of this stuff does.
Alright, so Envy gives you Swift Stride.
Yep.
And reroll 1s. Chosen Knights with Envy also, they reroll 1s on their charge and 1s to hit. 10 chosen favor of Wrath with great weapons. That's so many points. Like, that's almost... You can get almost
Wrath
3 units for that
Wrath
cost.
is +1 to hit.
Lightning, it gives you lightning reflexes, so when they charge, they still fight at initiative order. I do like the Chimera for 200 points as a chaff piece.
Yeah, those things have gotten cheaper.
And so it's a nice
movement
build.
20 ground move.
Yes.
Mhm.
And they fly for like 14 or something.
No, they can't fly.
You can buy them fly.
Buy them fly, but they don't come with it.
Okay.
So it's an okay list. We can't really say, hey, Warrior, this is the go-to Warriors build yet, since this is the first tournament in North America with Warriors.
The new Warriors list. Yep.
Mhm.
And Obi brought Warriors.
Oh, he sure did.
Sloth on a chariot, it's +1 toughness if you don't charge.
He's tough 6 with a 1-up, 4-up, and a 3-up against flaming, and he's strength 7 with rerolling the hit or rerolling the wound with divine attacks.
That sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Master of Alchemy and a Master of Vulcan.
His wizard build's not as good anymore because they just eroded Veilwalker, so you can't reroll the wounds from the breath weapon anymore. Like, it just happened, so it would have been better to put Veilwalker on the alchemy guy, but it was past list submission, so whatever.
Okay.
And then he's got 2 units of chaff. He's got barbarians to sacrifice. He's got a bunker of warriors, and then he's got 3 units of 5 chosen with envy and halberds. So you've got 10 wounds with 15 attacks with swift stride, rerolling 1s to hit.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
And then just for fun, 2 Feldrak elders with paired weapons.
Yeah.
He's got 5 swift stride.
Nasty.
Just wants to push across the table.
It's a pretty nasty list.
It could be better.
Yeah,
It's just Obi plays 5 games a year whenever I arm bend him into coming out to a tournament. So I wanted to give him something easy, 0 brain involved. Just push it forward and charge crap.
Okay. Yeah, well, that'll work for that army.
Mm-hmm.
And
And Chris, would you like to talk about your ringer list?
Oh, is that me?
Does it look like you
Are
you're going to be a ringer?
Are you going to ring since Lenny dropped?
If it's but this is also assuming that everybody
Shows up.
everybody that signed up will show up. I'm sure there's gonna be somebody that has a family emergency or something. I do have to play. I'll bring out the old VC and test out some stuff. So you got a vampire who's just looting skeletons, and you have a Barrow King on a skeletal steed. He runs around. Necromancer that casts some spells. You got some flaming skellies, a little Legion banner on some more skellies, a couple more zombie units, Dark Coach, a little shock troop of gas, bats, wolves, spawn, and a Varkalak for good measure, because they're fun. So I'm going to test them out, see what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the Dark Coach now. That's the smaller one, right? The big
It
one.
doesn't have the extended team. Yeah, I lose 2 strength 4 attacks. But the 15 points was pretty tight, so I couldn't afford it, unfortunately.
Couldn't afford 15.
He's at min core.
Yeah, Ming Core, yeah. That's why the dogs are even out in special for 80 points, because I'm seriously at Ming Core, like, and I wanted force 4 units, so I managed to get that, squeeze that in.
Guess you could have dropped
So, yeah,
the
we'll see.
champion on a gas for the extended chassis. But
Yeah, but then I end up rolling a 3 or 4 on the dice when I'm charging with the gas and fail, and then curse myself silently.
crying silently to yourself.
Right. Now, see, I don't know how I'm going to do Battle Cry before. Like, I don't know if I can, like, take points. I don't know. I have to ask people that, because
What do you
I don't want to win my own tournament.
You should do the well, no, because you're ringing. You'll be playing the bottom player every round.
Well, that's why I said if he can get points, then he gets 20 points a round.
No, you should do it the
Yeah, because like
the old fashioned way, which is just you get 12 points if you lose to the ringer. If you beat the ringer, you get whatever you get.
Right. You get a minimum of something.
You get a minimum of 12.
yeah,
I've seen it 12 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
because there were others where you know, you're a ringer and you play, and you can move up the scale. So then the bottom person would just play the bottom person.
Oh, I see what
do
you're
it that
saying.
way.
You don't necessarily play the bottom person every round.
Yeah, you're
The
just a
problem is, Chris,
player
you
that
don't
has
have
to be a
any- you don't have any
ringer.
assistants to help you run the tournament, so you're not going to want to be playing on top, like, you know, table 1 or 2 in a tight game, and have to keep getting called away to answer rules questions and debates and where do I put my sheet,
That's true.
all that stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you
Right.
do that. I agree. I think you play the last guy no matter what.
Yeah, you should just be ringing.
Yeah. All right, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. And giving them a minimum amount of points means they come up off the bottom, so
Right.
it's a good deal.
We'll do.
So
Sounds
best in
good.
races. Let's do best in races.
There's
Your
not that
pick.
many. There's too many ones in there.
There's a few. I mean, we can do like a couple of the big ones.
So Beast Herds.
I'm going with well, Alex is a better player, but I'm going with the club. I'm going with the hometown advantage.
I like Greg's better.
Going Greg.
I'm gonna go Alex because I really like the Blessed Inscriptions.
Good choice.
And I think you're right. There is no best in race for Dread Elves.
Yeah, no, nobody gets thrown off. Throw that plaque in the bin.
Well, I know there is. I think Ben Nelson.
No,
No,
I think Joe said it. Ben Nelson can't win best in race,
you just can't win best in
even
race.
if he's the only one in the race.
You just can't.
Dwarves. Well, Dan-
Hard to pick against Jeff, so I'm going with Jeff.
Well, Dan's going to get a 0 in the first
Yeah, I
round, so
gotta pick Jeff.
it's going to go Jeff. Demons. There's wow. I have no idea. There's what, 6 of them? No,
3,
4.
4. I'm going with Andrea Ninny with the maw.
Wow.
Yeah, I may go with Mark Detler just because I really want to see those bloatflies do their thing with all of their toxic automatic hits and whatnot.
I don't know. I'll be different. I'm going to go with Owen.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I like that fast army and those 2 guys killing you.
Solid pick.
I think Charles will take best Empire.
It's wise
Charles.
wisdom.
Andrew and Mark have got those locked down.
Got him locked down.
Bergie and Kelly.
Bergie. That's too easy. Sorry, Kelly.
Yeah, Birdie's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I do like the Disciple of Lugar block with the Chosen in them that
Yeah.
Kelly's bringing.
Yeah,
I've used it a bunch. I love it. Like, just an unbreakable scoring piece is phenomenal.
Yeah. Kelly. I'm
Mhm.
going Kelly.
All right.
And I got to go Brandon here. Although that unit of 11 Sabertooths is really tempting me.
With no BSB, it's right there for you, Gene. It's right there.
There's no BSP.
The Rock Rocks are just going to do what they do.
But those Sabertooths are going to be leadership 9 all the time because there's going to be a hunter somewhere near them.
Some probably in that unit. He's got a guy with leader of the pack, so we can vanguard the Saber Cats.
Him and 11 Sabertooths vampire.
Him and 11 friends.
Oh, God, that's scary. All right.
Well, who are you going, Chris?
Is anyone going with Bing?
Yeah, I'll go with Bing. Well, I haven't seen. I don't think I've ever met Bing, so I'm gonna go with the new guy, the Stealth Phil.
Stealth Phil. I have to go with my adopted brother, Brandon.
6 orcs and goblins. Wow.
I am going with
Where's that one I liked a lot?
Lance's list, I think his name was.
Lance?
No, it was
Lance LeGrew.
Oh man, Daniel Rupert and Lance LeGrew are my 2 favorites there.
What about Yosef?
It's okay. I don't like it as much as the other ones.
I'm gonna
I
go
think
with
there's
Yosef.
trolls. You kill that general.
Yosef has. Yosef's the one with those 3 unbeatable blocks.
Problem with Iron Orcs is they tend to be pretty beatable for an unbeatable block.
I'm gonna it's hashtag Foreskewer.
Hashtag voice skewer. I like that. That's a strong pick. That's where I'm going to.
I got Yosef.
Yosef.
All right.
Oh, one more time. Let me go back one more time. Let me just look at, because Daniel's got like so many cowboys with 6 spells.
Yeah, his list is no joke as well.
Yeah,
Same with Brian Hulley.
Brian Holley's a stealth pick there. I'm going Daniel since you went Lance there, Christopher.
All right.
So we can be different. He's also got 23 Nashers.
That's true. They can do some mashing.
Yeah, I'm going Daniel.
You got 2 choices of the Phil Carr list or Shannon.
Shannon.
Yeah, I think Shannon's gonna take it out.
I'm going Todd. Todd winning, and I want to see a first round Todd versus Phil Carl.
I mean, you wanted to see me first, Phil Carl too.
How much
Restore the honor of the family, since you and Brandon both, laid zeros against him recently.
How much do I have to pay to make that happen in the first round, Chris?
Not much. That would Well, do you think they would actually play the game with this roll of 4 up and just whoever wins it wins?
No, Phil would never do that.
Yeah.
Phil also is too much of a coward to accept the challenge. So, I mean,
Phil or Victor for Undying Dynasties?
going Victor. I like the Sphinxes. Plus, it's hard to bet against 26 Tomb Cataphracts.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's a lot of snakes.
26 Tomb
They both have the same number of snakes.
I think.
Well, between that and the unit of 35 skeleton scouts, that's pretty bad.
Including the 10-point penalty in this prediction?
Yeah,
Yes, we are. So that's why I'm
Because
going
if so,
Victor.
I may have to go with Victor.
Got to go
10
Victor.
points is.
Yep, Victor. Vampires, we know that. Saurian Ancient. Vermin Swarm.
Schweitzer.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's a really good list. I think it's sneaky good.
You've got 2 catapults. I'm going with you. You're the only
There's a
one
lot of blocks out there to
Yep.
catapults. Stealth. Here we go, catapults.
40-foot pads too, baby. 40-foot pads.
It's a good point. You're going to lose game 4. You're going to lose the objective on game 4.
I'm going to lose the objective on game 4. I'm just going to lose game 4.
But I think the catapults are going to make up for it in the other 4 games. So I'm going with you.
Let's find out. Hey, my first 3 games at Corner Hammer, my Doom Wheels had done a combined 2 wounds. and my catapult had hit one time to kill 7 spear elves.
Pretty awesome.
2 games. 3 games. First 3 games.
Where you going, Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Joe or Jeremy, one of the two. Although guy is also stealth filth. I played Dragon's Den, and guy was at game 4. Guy's on like table 2. Who's kicking butt, so
Right.
he's definitely an outlier.
Yeah, he had catapults in that army.
Yeah.
You got to commit, Chris. Who do you love more, Schweitzer or me?
Oh,
That's a tough. There's a lot of dicks around there.
although Derek has a master of witchcraft and a big unit of slaves.
Okay, I'm gonna go Derek then.
There you go.
Slaves for the win.
Slaves for the
Nice
win.
dodge.
And warriors. I can't go Obi because he never plays.
He never plays.
Who never plays?
Obi.
Obi.
He's going to play 5 games of 9th Age this year, and they're all going to come on this weekend.
Correct.
I'm
So
gonna have to go Chris because I have a lot of love for the Herald.
I can't bet against the guy I'm dragging all the way out here, so I'm going Obi.
So you
Even
got
though
Obi.
you are probably going to play him at some point on the ringing, end there, Chris.
Then he'll definitely get points.
So, going Obi.
All right.
All right.
So, Chris, you wanted to talk a bit about this?
Oh yeah, it's the Battle Cry player raffle, and what it is it's all the players that are going to be attending Battle Cry, and they are seeded in various groups. There's 5 groups, and it's a raffle where you can select one player from each group, and then the cumulative scores from each of those players in each of your groups gets added up to a total score. And the person who picked the highest cumulative total of all of your players wins the raffle. And it's $5 per pick, and if the pot gets up to a certain amount, we'll break it out to first. I think I do have first, second, third anyway. So that's pretty fun. And this is only battle points scored in the tournament. So no soft scores, no early submission kind of stuff. It's just, straight up battle points 0 to 20 throughout the tournament. And anybody can play.
Do you take the 10-point penalty if you pick Phil?
Because he changed his list after lists were out.
I think I have to give the penalty because it's not he changed his list after he saw everybody else's. There has to be some penalty for that.
Yep.
So I need to contact folks who had picked Phil Blake prior in their selection if they want to change it.
Okay.
So, but anybody can play it. If you want, you can PayPal me the money before the tournament starts, and then you're locked in, and then I can PayPal any winnings. So if anyone's listening to the podcast that won't be attending Battle Cry, if you see your friends are playing, shoot me a message, shoot me a PM on the forum, and get in the game. Then you can actually cheer on your winners.
That's a good point. I like that. Because I think Ben Jones got in on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds great.
Fantastic.
All right. So that's next week from today, right?
Yep. It starts next Saturday in Gamers Haven. Yep. I'm just finishing up the trophies now, and they are looking sweet. I'll be putting some photos on the page forum in that section for that.
All right.
And
Sounds
we
good.
will be streaming Table 1 as well, guys. So tune in and look for YouTube links and whatnot.
Well, there you go. I'm looking forward to this, Chris. It's going to be fun.
Yep.
Indeed.
Thanks.
All right. I guess that's going to do it. I will talk to you both next week.
Bye.
All
Good
right.
night.
Thanks, Gene. Thanks, Joe.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
Chris.